It is Saturday, October 24th, and this is your tropical update. We, of course, have Hurricane Epsilon, which is making that transition towards the extratropical cyclone over the North Atlantic. And then we have that disturbance down there, which now the National Hurricane Center gives a 100% chance of development. The hurricane hunters are headed out this afternoon from Biloxi down to the storm to investigate it as it heads to the northwest. And eventually it could be having an impact on the Gulf Coast, which you're going to see in just 1 second. So there's the storm, and I'd like to just kind of zoom in on it here just to kind of time this out for you. Based on the sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico, there's the storm now. I think by there, it's a tropical storm. By the time it's kind of by the Yucatan and the western tip of Cuba, it's Category 1 hurricane. And then by the time it gets to that end of that red hashed area, it'll be a Category 2 or 3. And then by the time it makes landfall somewhere on the Louisiana or Texas coast, it looks like now it'll be down to a Category 1. That's mainly due to the cooler waters near the coast that will weaken it before landfall. For some reason, southwestern Louisiana is just getting hammered this year with hurricanes. First we had Laura, which was Category 4 at landfall, strongest ever to hit that part of the state. And then we had Hurricane Delta just a few weeks ago. And now we're about to have what is probably going to be Hurricane Zeta, which will probably make landfall as a Category 1 in the area. This wraps up this tropical update, but don't go anywhere. Our coverage continues tonight for what will likely be Tropical Storm and eventually Hurricane Zeta, as well as for the rest of the season. You know, this may very well be the most active season on record. We may have as many as 30 named storms by the time the year is all wrapped up. Our only competition for the record books is the 2005 season where we had Katrina, Rita, all that, and the last name that we used that year was in fact Zeta, which is next on the list. And keep in mind, that was around Christmas that the tropical storm Zeta developed back in 2005. We're not even to Halloween yet. So very active season. We still have over a month left of the Atlantic hurricane season, and that doesn't even include any postseason activity that we could see. December, even into January, the way this thing is going. If the hurricane hunters go out there later this afternoon and into the evening and they find Tropical Depression 28 floating out there in the Caribbean Sea, we will break it to you quickly here on Red Weatherman with all the latest analysis and details on the system, as well as its effects, possibly major effects on the northern Gulf Coast. Make sure that you hit like and hit subscribe before you go. Also, ring the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. The link to follow me on Twitter and Parler, as well as all of the merchandise, is in the description.